Did you know that practicing hush can really boost your passionate insights? Considers appear that taking time to reflect in hush can improve your self-awareness and decision-making aptitudes. Living in today's fast-paced world, we're always encompassed by commotion, diversion, and incitement. It's simple to urge caught up within the hustle and haste, and disregard to require a step back, breathe, and center on what genuinely things. But what in the event that I told you that mastering silence might be the key to opening your genuine potential? Within the world of Stoicism, quiet isn't fair the non-appearance of commotion, but a capable apparatus for individual development, self-reflection, and inward strength. By embracing quiet, you'll be able to develop enthusiastic flexibility, clarify your considerations, and create a more grounded sense of self. So, let's jump into the 9 quiet circumstances you would like to ace for impassive victory. In our day-by-day lives, we frequently discover ourselves in circumstances where we're torn between talking up and remaining noiseless. Whether it's managing with poisonous individuals, taking care of feedback, or exploring strife, the capacity to stay quiet can be inconceivably freeing. There are so numerous scenarios where we're constrained to form a choice. Do we respond rashly, possibly causing more hurt, or do we take a step back, breathe, and react keenly? So, let's investigate the primary few noiseless circumstances that can challenge our reactions and emotions. Noiseless circumstance number 1, dealing with poisonous individuals. You know, those people who appear to suck the vitality out of the room with their constant negativity and criticism. When confronted with somebody who's attempting to bring you down, it's normal to need to battle back, guard yourself, or indeed assault them. But what in the event that, in step, you chose to remain quiet, not giving them the fulfillment of getting a rise out of you? This doesn't cruel you're maintaining a strategic distance from the situation or being a doormat. It implies you're choosing to moderate your vitality, centering on what you'll control and rising over the dramatization. Quiet circumstance number 2, dealing with feedback. Let's face it, no one likes being told they're off base or that they're not great sufficient. But what in the event that you may take feedback not as an individual assault, but as an opportunity to learn and develop? By remaining quiet, you'll be able to handle your feelings, reflect on the criticism, and react mindfully instead of respond rashly. Quiet circumstance number 3, exploring struggle. We've all been in those warm talks where it's simple to urge cautious, raise our voices, and let our feelings take over. But what in the event that, in step, you chose to stay calm, noiseless, and attentive, tuning into the other person's viewpoint and looking for to get at their point of view? By doing so, you'll make space for helpful discourse, diffuse pressure, and discover common ground, driving to more compelling communication and more grounded connections. Noiseless circumstance number 4, getting compliment. Better believe it, you studied that right. Accepting a compliment can be a noiseless circumstance. Think around it. When somebody acclaims us, it's normal to feel a sense of pride, appreciation, or indeed shame. But what on the off chance that, rather than reacting impulsively, you chose to stay noiseless, taking a minute to recognize the compliment, and after that, reacting with lowliness and appreciation? Quiet circumstance number 5, managing with fear and uneasiness. We've all been in circumstances where our hearts are dashing, our minds are turning, and our bodies are tense. But what on the off chance that, rather than letting fear take over, you chose to stay noiseless, centering on your breath, establishing yourself in the display minutiae, and watching your feelings without judgment? This may be inconceivably freeing, allowing you to reply to fear with strength and certainty instead of letting it direct your activities. Quiet circumstance number 6, confronting dismissal. It's tough to bargain with dismissal, whether it's in our individual or proficient lives. But what in case, rather than taking it by and by, getting protective, or giving up, you chose to stay noiseless, reflecting on what you'll be able to learn from the experience and utilizing it as an opportunity to develop? Presently, let's conversation approximately the foremost critical quiet circumstance that can characterize one's stolid travel. The capacity to remain silent within the confront of our claimed feelings and wants is maybe the most challenging, however most fulfilling of all. When we're able to watch our feelings without judgment, we will start to get at what drives us, what holds us back, and what we genuinely crave. This level of self-awareness is inconceivably effective, permitting us to make more purposefulness choices, develop enthusiastic flexibility, and create a more grounded sense of heading. By acing this quiet circumstance, you'll be able to tap into your inward strength, build certainty, and make a sense of purpose that guides your activities and choices. Quiet circumstance number 7, managing with boredom. It's simple to induce caught up within the require for consistent incitement, diversion, and excitement. But what in the event that, in step, you chose to grasp quiet, utilizing boredom as an opportunity to reflect, wander off in fantasy land, and investigate your possessed considerations and imagination? Noiseless circumstance number 8, exploring vulnerability. Life is full of questions, and it's characteristic to feel questionable, anxious, or indeed frightened. But what in the event that, rather than letting uncertainty hold you back, you chose to stay quiet, centering on what you'll be able to control, and trusting in your capacity to adjust and explore the obscure? Quiet circumstance number 9, facing impermanence. It's extreme to acknowledge that everything in life is transitory, counting ourselves. But what in case, rather than standing up to this reality, you chose to stay quiet, recognizing the impermanence of life and utilizing it as a catalyst for development, appreciation, and reason? By grasping silence in these circumstances, you'll be able to create a more profound sense of self-awareness, enthusiastic insights, and inward quality. Keep in mind, acing quiet isn't around dodging the world or smothering your feelings. It's approximately developing enthusiastic versatility, clarifying your contemplations, and developing a more grounded sense of self. So, take time to reflect on these quiet circumstances and inquire yourself, where can I apply hush in my possessed life to form more space, clarity, and development? Thanks for observing. And in the event that you've got any noiseless circumstances you'd like to share, please leave them within the comments underneath. Moreover, be sure to check out our following video on stolid logic and how it can assist you make a more satisfying life.